the channel. Zombie Soundwave here, and we are jumping back into some Delta Force today. I wanted to thank everyone for the viewership on my video. I did the things I liked about the Black Ops 7 reveal yesterday, and I got quite a bit of viewership on it pretty quickly, and I just wanted, to thank everyone for watching. And if you haven't seen it yet, please consider, going over there and watching it. I think it's a pretty good video. I've also got a new one out today about the things I didn't like about, Black Ops 7. So if you wouldn't mind going checking out those videos, leaving a like if you feel like it deserves it, and maybe leaving a comment or subscribing to the channel if you feel like it's worth that too, because that stuff really helps the channel. So thanks again, and we're gonna jump straight into this. I'm playing this at a different time today, trying to see if maybe we get some lobbies that are a little more fun. I feel like I haven't gotten a lot of really fun lobbies. I think I haven't even used this weapon still too, because I wanted to use this weapon and I changed it, but then I think I started accidentally playing as a different character after I changed it. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know what to play right now. I'm like so out of Call of Duty, and now that the Battlefield beta is over. Well, because I made a video and I have complaints about the Battlefield beta. I actually did enjoy overall the Battlefield beta. And Call of Duty, I don't know. I don't really have like Game Pass or Gold right now, so I don't have. Oh shoot, they were over there. I don't really have. I don't have Gold right now, so I'm not really playing. Oh shoot, cool. I'm not really playing multiplayer currently. Jeez, I need to put a scope on this gun. I can't do that right now, can I? Thanks, dude. You're right. I'm gonna try to block some stuff there. But yeah, I'm not really in the mood to play Warzone currently. I just don't really care about Warzone anymore, if I'm being 100% honest. I don't hate Warzone or anything. Like, it's nothing like that. It's just Warzone's just gotten kind of boring. I've never been the biggest Battle Royale person. Like, I don't, again, dislike Battle Royales. They're fine. I've had fun with them. I've even played, a good amount of them. But, like, I don't think that they were ever, like, my favorite game to begin with. Not even close to my favorite game. So, I don't know, like, the death of the Battle Royale isn't really affecting me much outside of, like, I wish Warzone was better so that I wanted to occasionally play it, but I don't really care outside of that. I hope maybe Battlefield's VR is cool, but at the same time, like, I think honestly it's kind of dumb to be making a VR right now. I feel like VR's already kind of had their moment. I mean, it seems like a lot of the people that were making VRs are kind of pulling out of it. Like, we've got Fortnite, which is leaning more and more away from Battle Royales, and they have a successful one. So, like, they're even trying to kind of protect themselves with having other game modes like Lego and, Festival and creative stuff. And then we've got, Call of Duty that's, all the time. Seems like they might be moving more and more away from Warzone. Will this do anything? I don't know if that'll do anything. I think it did something. Yeah, nice. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's... Shoot. Didn't think I was there. I think it's hard to know, like, what the future of Warzone is.
We've taken control of Sector Delta. Be advised, our forces have secured objective
I got
Delta.
knows what I'm doing. Aw, man. But yeah, I think it's just, I just think it's an unfortunate result of what, where we are. Like, I just don't think that we live in a gaming space where, Battle Royales can thrive anymore. Like, there's so much competition in the free-to-play space. Like this game, like, I've wondered how this game's gonna do once Battlefield came out. That was kind of my clickbaity headline, sorry. Sorry about the clickbait, but that's my issue though, is like I don't know how a game survives anymore. Like, when you have games coming out that are Call of Duty and Battlefield, which are going to have a certain locked-in audience, and then you have games like this, which are also going to steal a percentage of the audience. But I don't even know if this game will be, you know, played once Battlefield comes out, or how much it'll be played, or if it just kind of skates by and survives for a while. I'd like to think that, you know, this game offers something, but at the same time, like, I haven't been super impressed with this game. I've liked it. It's fun. I'm enjoying it right now while there's no Battlefield to play. Just because, like, I didn't love 2042, and I already put some time into 2042 a long time ago. A little bit after they had fixed some stuff. So I don't know. I'm disappointed in the state of everything right now, I feel like. And not that I think, like, it's the end of the world. I even think there are some good things about Black Ops 7 that I am interested in as someone who just really likes Call of Duty games. But, like, I totally get why people are upset. And, like, I don't really blame anyone for not liking certain things. And, like, for me, I talk about this in my video. But for me, like, I'm not really bothered by the crossover stuff. That stuff just doesn't really bother me that much. I guess, don't really have that hard of a time ignoring it. Like, I can just kind of tune it out, I guess, and it just doesn't really do that much to upset me. But I get why it would. Like, I get why, like, if you have trouble blocking that out for some reason, I totally understand that. But at the same time, like, for me, really the final straw, and I use final straw loosely because I'm not really that upset about it, I guess. But, like, when the Beavis and Butthead and American Dad stuff started coming out, that's, I guess, the first time that I really started to have trouble kind of tuning it out. Like, I've kind of talked about how, like, the Ninja Turtles, while, you know, I get why somebody may not like that the Ninja Turtles are there, they're at least still in that realistic art style. And I guess, like, I can let a Ninja Turtle blend into the background, you know? Like, if there's a Ninja Turtle running around over there, it doesn't really bother me because they still match the art style of the game to some extent. But things like Beavis and Butthead and American Dad, like, that's just so obviously not what COD looks like that really bothers me. Or, I guess not really bothers me, but bothers me a lot more than the other stuff does. Jeez. The helicopter is just tagging us. But yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of that. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what the right answer is, because I feel like we're down this rabbit hole now. And, like, I was listening to somebody talk about it, and, like, somebody said, like, what I know people are upset that Carry Forward is coming to Black Ops 7, but like someone said, I mean, that might not be changeable at this point. Like, they may have already signed those agreements back at the beginning of BO6 or before BO6 to, you know, have the license and agreement to bring those characters over. I mean, that may be something that they can't actually back out of now. So even if COD wanted to change, like, you know, the skins and Carry Forward, like, they may not be able to do that until Modern Warfare 4 at the earliest. Man, that was bad aim right there. I do think I messed with the sensitivity settings since last time. I do think my sensitivity is better. I think that is actually a problem that I was having. I think whatever the sensitivity was set to was not right. I think I had set to, like, low. Now I've got, like, to medium, and I do think it's working a little bit more how I want it to. Push this a little bit. Are you kidding me? That dude hit me from the building top. Oh my God. But yeah, I don't know that, like, they can even change that though until Modern Warfare 4 at the earliest. I hope that, you know, maybe they can work in some kind of filter for people that really don't want to see it. or something. I really don't know. I don't even know that I buy that they're gonna do the filter. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people really pushing that. Like they'll do a filter, and I get like what those people mean. Like I understand what they're saying, but at the same time, like I don't think Activision's gonna let them, because I don't think it's up to the developers. It's up to Activision. I don't think Activision's gonna let them because people seeing the skins helps them sell skins, at least potentially. I just don't know that, like, I mean, also, you know, if you tell dude that spends $24 on a skin, hey, some people aren't going to see your skin, that could impact sales. Like, I just don't know that I buy it, unless they actually start seeing, like, a major dip in sales because, like, let's say Battlefield comes out and enough people don't buy the game, that's the only chance I see of them changing it. And, like, cool if that's what happens and they add a filter suite. But, like, at the same time, like, I just don't know that I buy it. I'm still not sure that Call of Duty isn't going to sell well. I mean, I think this is the year that it could not sell as well. But, I mean, it seems like a lot of people like Battlefield. There's been a lot of dislikes on the trailer. I mean, definitely a day that could, or a year it could happen if there's going to be a year. Alright, I took D. Gotta take another one. Let's see. Oh man, that is gonna annihilate me when I come through here. Let's hope it does not see me somehow. Yo, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Alright, yeah, it saw me. I thought it was going to. Oh no, it was the helicopter. Cool. I shouldn't have moved towards A like that. But yeah, I just don't know. I think it's really easy to say, like, they should change this thing. And they should. Like, I mean, obviously it's upsetting enough people that something should happen. I don't know if it should be remove the skins, but they should probably at least add, like, a filter. But I also think, like, you know, there's a lot of corporate things that go into this. I still don't feel like that sensitivity's perfect yet, though. I wonder if I need to turn to high. Actually, I should probably just let somebody pick me up if they can. But I think, yeah. I think they probably should add the filter. I don't know that they're going to. I think it's easy to say that, you know, they should do it, but I think there's a lot of factors that they can't control. Like, I mean, if Activision is telling, you know, they're just a developer, they get to make a lot of decisions about, like, the story and stuff, but ultimately decisions about, like, when the game comes out, how many microtransactions are going to be in it and stuff like that, that comes down to the publisher. And if Activision is telling them, you know, we can't change this, we already made the agreements, we want money, they're not, I mean, what can they do? And, like, that's not a fun reality, that's not what I want, but also, like, it's the real situation.
Roger that. Artillery barrage incoming.
Shoot, more people here. Oh, that's not the right thing, dang it. I meant to throw down smoke. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, this is over. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is the same, like, conversation we've had for a lot of, well, I can't get over there. There we go. I feel like this is a lot of the conversation that we basically have had for most of Warzone's life, is that Warzone's a cash cow. People jump on, play the free-to-play game, and buy a bunch of skins, and, like, it's affected years of Call of Duty now. And, like, personally, and I know this isn't going to be a popular opinion with some, it's not something I actually said in my video that I probably should have. But, I mean, like, Warzone, I think Warzone was one of the worst things that happened to Call of Duty. I know there are lots of people that really love Warzone, but, like, I think Warzone should have been its own thing, ultimately, and I think it should be now. I think what it's done to the multiplayer side and zombie side of Call of Duty, like, I think it's offered some cool innovation, like some cool, like, growth to the series, but I think the growth compared to the negatives is just not worth it. Like,
Taking control of Sector Delta.
well, I almost got that guy. But yeah, I just think like
I need help.
it's hard to know exactly. Like, you can't know for sure that Call of Duty wouldn't have gone this route without Warzone. I mean, I tend to think it would have probably been less dramatic. They were already trying season passes before Warzone, but I still wonder if things would have gone at least somewhat differently. I definitely think we'd at least have less. What in the world? What is up with these helicopters? I feel like these helicopters are everywhere, no matter where I spawn. Paramedic around here.
Forces are engaging at Objective Echo.
But I don't really know what to think, like, long-term wise for Warzone. I've seen a lot of people saying that they think Warzone is going out the door, and I don't 100% know. I tend to wonder if that is true, because it seems like Activision's barely doing anything with it. Like, this whole last year, like, the most success we've seen is when they brought Verdansk back, and I feel like they've done so little with Verdansk even. Like, it took us 2 whole seasons just to get the stadium open again, and that's something that happened like in the first run of Warzone. And like, the only other thing I can even point to that they've really done is like put in that tower, but that tower isn't even that impressive. Like, it offered a, I guess, like, neat, just different place, but like, it's only one building. So like, in the 3 seasons almost that we've had for Verdansk, right? 'Cause this will be the 3rd, yeah. So like, in the like 3rd season, all that's happened is they've opened stadium again, something they've already done, and they've added that building. And that building, I think, is supposed to kind of replicate the Nakatomi building that they had, like, back during the first Warzone. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that that's. Why do I have to return to battle? I don't understand what this mode is. I may not understand what this mode is.
Operation failed.
Yep, we lost.
But
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope that they can figure it out. I wonder if when we next see DMZ, which I think it'll be Modern Warfare 4, I wonder if we just roll into this, like, PvP, PvE modes. Like, I wonder if Treyarch just goes PvE modes and like something like this in game or something. Maybe zombies stuff. I don't know. And then maybe, Infinity Ward goes to doing DMZ, and then Sledgehammer just goes into fully doing like the get high mode, but as a more drawn out mode. Like a bigger mode with more party games and more challenges. I just wonder if Battle Royale is just not gonna survive through the next like couple years, especially Call of Duty's. Like, I think they've done so much damage to the Warzone name at this point. Maybe they try to bring it back as Blackout or something. I don't know. I even think that's something they may not do. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Blackout come back, honestly. Like, I think the wingsuit thing's cool. I think using like actual looted weapons is cool. I am curious, like, the fact that we're getting Avalon for that in-game mode. Back when Cold War came out, I think they had the Ural Mountains, right? Ural Mountains, yeah. And during that, they had that Fireteam mode, and I cannot remember the name of it. They had Fireteam Dirty Bomb, and that was the kind of like ground war-esque mode. But then, like, in season like 3 or 4, I think they brought out a mode that was more of a oh, what was it? Like a more of a battle royale mode, but even that isn't 100% right. I cannot remember the name of it. Well, I was trying to modify my weapon, that didn't work.
Take care of everything.
But I could see that, like maybe they'll try to do something like that again, like in like season 3 or season 4. Maybe they'll bring a blackout style mode just into like the paid version of Black Ops 7. I think that could be cool.
We'll always have a
I wouldn't really
sound
mind that personally. It would give me something different to do.
Once again, you've broken my heart. You used to hate those
What's going on? There's so much
you
talking.
resisted them for so long, just to end up fighting
I can like barely hear it.
Have you no moral?
Do these maps have like story?
Your conscience is still intact.
I guess they do.
Your
Okay,
act
that's
back here
weird. I did not know. I thought that was something
for a
like,
new
I thought
father
like
for a
voice
new
chat got
baby.
turned on or something. I was like, what is that talking? But no, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Blackout come to Black Ops 7 in some form, or you know, I think they're calling that mode Strike if they want to call it like Strike something, Strike Blackout, Strike BR, Strike Survival. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I could see that being neat. I wouldn't mind something like that. Aim deploy. Nothing is happening. I want to deploy me. This is very weird. Okay. Oh, okay. It deployed me in a helicopter. That's all. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Am I marking targets? Distance. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm jumping out of that because that dude was flying. Oh, he is flying. I thought he was not gonna nail that. Oh wait, why am I not using my weapon?
Allied troops neutralizing objective Charlie 2.
Am I not playing as the right guy?
The enemy is attacking
I'm not playing as the right guy. Why did it switch my character? That's weird. Anyway, really gotta get a scope on this thing. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them maybe take a stab at doing something blackout-ish, like just in the main game. I don't know if they'll get away with that again, though. That was one of those things that I kind of think, because I was still kind of early Warzone, they got away with like doing their own BR locked behind. And even it wasn't fully a BR, but it played more like a BR. And I think they got away with it because it was at a weird time where they like still didn't really have like strict rules on the Warzone stuff. So I don't know. I think it'd be cool. I'd like to see it. Hopefully they'll be allowed to do it again. I think that'd be neat.
We're on the back foot.
I'm here.
Alright, well that dude just ran around. Take on that dude. Oh,
Sector
yeah,
Delta
that
under
dude.
control.
I don't know, what else did I want to talk about today? I don't really have a whole lot. I really kind of talked more heavily about what I liked and what I didn't like about Black Ops 7. I'm sure there's other stuff that I'm going to talk about liking and not liking over the next few weeks. I'm not really sure what all shot by just random people. Dude sniping up there. I'm sure I'll have more to say, and from the sounds of it, the zombie news is gonna be before. It's gonna be before or next, so they're gonna like do like a week of. I think they said a week of zombies information. before next even happens. So that's exciting. I'm hopeful that we hear a lot of news from that.
Thunder's coming!
I don't know what all we'll get out of that, but hopefully it's good.
Allied troops
I'm
engaged
still,
in objective Bravo.
I don't know. I feel like they're so scared to do anything with zombies anymore. I kind of talk about that in my video too. If you want to hear my thoughts about zombies, that's in the things I didn't like video. Even though I talk positively somewhat about zombies in my main video too. It's just different elements of zombies that I talk about. Like different things, like the things I liked and the things I didn't like are just kind of, they're related but they're different. I'll just leave it at that. So if you want to check those out, that video is up. Both of them are up. The ones about the stuff that I did like and the stuff that I didn't like. And thank you again for all of those who watched that. If you're watching this and you know, please consider going over and leaving a like or leaving a comment or whatever if you enjoyed it. I'm trying to do a little bit more short form content on the channel. I'm just, you know, just testing it out. I've done a lot of live streams and they've done pretty well, but I was kind of hoping maybe that might help the channel grow a little bit more. Doing a little bit of, you know, a little more variety of content. Man, I cannot win a gunfight today. I do not know what's going on.
I'm injured! Need
I
help!
don't think I'm gonna get picked up here. There's too much, like, too many people there. They could come around that corner at any point. I'd have to have a medic come, and I didn't even see any medics near us. Let's just try to hold this position. Wait, was I? Oh, I was on the position over here. I thought the position was over there. Go ahead and get some points here. Yep, I knew the second I started running, I was like, somebody's gonna come up right behind me. Yeah. What else do I want to talk about today? I don't really have a whole lot else. I feel like we got quite a bit of information about Black Ops 7. There are things I like, there are things I don't. I don't know. I think this is one of those weird years, cause like, I don't, like, what was it? I read yesterday that, like, Call of Duty Black Ops 7's video, it has, like, 30k likes and, like, 120 something dislikes, I think. I might be a little off on that. It's somewhere in that area. And I don't know. I mean, that's Infinite Warfare territory, and not that Infinite Warfare, like, failed or anything, but, I mean, we're also talking, like, a very strong year for Battlefield, and I still don't know how Battlefield's gonna sell. We just saw today, I think it was Charlie Intel posted that it's got like, it had like its biggest beta play like ever, like playtime and amount of people. So, I mean, if there's a year for Battlefield to actually impact Call of Duty, it's this one. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I still have my doubts here and there that, you know, it's gonna be enough, but I don't think there's been a better year for it. If it can happen, it'll be this time. I just think, like, between stuff that's happened with skins, with it, like, you know, with it being a future Call of Duty, I mean, they've basically handed Battlefield a win if they can get it. Oh my God, there's a sniper up there too. I swear, it's every time I get into a gunfight, it's like either they're just far enough away or there's a sniper or something. Or they run up behind me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm hopeful that Call of Duty can still impress me. More my issue with it, it's not even so much that I want Call of Duty to not, like, you know, do poorly, because I don't really care. Ultimately, like, if Call of Duty does poorly one year, cool, maybe they'll actually listen to some stuff for a while. And that would be great. More my issue with it is just that, like, these games just don't interest me as much. Like, I like Battlefield. I like this game to a certain extent. But I don't like them as much as I like, you know, Call of Duty. And ultimately, that's the issue, is like, I just want to play something I like, ultimately. And I just know that's Call of Duty more than it's these kinds of games for me. But also, like, if Call of Duty's bad, I don't mind playing this kind of game. I mean, I still like Battlefield quite a bit and stuff. It's just not as much of my kind of game as Call of Duty. But, you know, if I've got to put a year or two into Battlefield, I'm not going to complain. I still enjoy it, and it'll give me time to play other games too.
Clear the area.
Yeah, that's more my hope, is that it's just good so I can have a good game, not so much that I think I don't really care how well it does,
Secured sector Charlie.
personally speaking.
Objective Charlie.
Yes. Finally. Oh my god, there's a dude around the corner. Are you kidding me? Alright. This is just getting ridiculous.
We have taken objective Alpha.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired. Like, I'm just tired of Call of Duty just not doing the right stuff. I think that's it, more than anything. I think I'm just tired. I just wish that they would,
Let's make it
you know,
quick.
make some cool modes, do some cool things, have a good game. Not make me feel dumb for liking Call of Duty to the extent that I do.
Almost blown away.
Not that I'm like a
Allied troops
die-hard Call of
taking
Duty person, but
objective
you know, I
Alpha
like
1.
playing Call of Duty as much as the next person, and it's just been a game that I've liked for a long time. I grew up playing Modern Warfare 2. You know, I just like these games to a certain extent, and I just would like to not feel like I'm doing something bad by liking Call of Duty, you know? I feel like Call of Duty just always has to become the joke of a game,
Objective Alpha
whether
1
it's at the beginning of the year or by the end of the live seasons anymore. Man, who is behind me? Another sniper.
Medic.
I
I
might
need
go get
help.
Res here. There's a person up there somewhere. Nope.
Medic.
Alright.
I'm here.
I feel like no one reses you hardly in this game. Like, even Battlefield, like, which I think sometimes you don't get resed a ton. Like, this game's worse about it than even Battlefield. What is this guy?
Get up and fight back.
Not really a medic, but I'll res ya. Look at that. I'm playing like a Call of Duty. Jump shot.
Grenade on the way.
I don't know if there's anybody in there, but bushes. Ah, man.
I'm
I get
injured.
rezzed
Need
by that
help.
medic. Let's see this medic reses me.
Give
Nope.
me a
Oh,
hand.
well. Maybe he's gonna res me after he fights these people. Nice.
My bad.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Oh. Ow. Oh my gosh. Alright. I don't think I'm in a second res on that. Yeah. Man, I don't know. Outside of that, I thought Lego Batman looked cool. I don't know if I'm gonna actually end up, you know, playing it, but you know, it was neat. Always liked Batman. Looked like kind of a neat game. Mainly just because like I used to like the Arkham games, alright, and like they haven't really made a good Arkham game in a long time, and this kind of looks like an Arkham game, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, outside of that, I wasn't really super impressed with a lot of the stuff that got shown at opening night live, other than like, you know, I was interested in seeing what Call of Duty was, and then I saw the Lego Batman game. I was like, that's kind of neat. That's cool. I might stream it, you know, if anybody's interested in watching, like, you know, Lego Batman when it comes out. Because I think there are kind of probably going to be people that are maybe, like, interested in the Lego Batman game, but maybe they don't actually care about, like, buying it and playing it. So that might be kind of fun to stream it
Taken objective Alpha 2.
if anyone's interested. Man, I just had to climb that thing. Yeah, I could see that being a good streaming game potentially for people that aren't, you know, as interested in actually playing it. If I get as we get closer to that, you know, game coming out and people are interested, I might do that. I could see that being some fun. Man, I swear. I'm just not expecting people to come from behind like that. Like when I'm like spawning in, it seems like a weird thing to put you in front of the bad guys. Like, I'm not really expecting them to like put me behind them either, but like put me more, I guess, adjacent to them. I don't know. I feel like I always have to kind of like check my back anytime I'm smoke this. Oh, you're
Stay clear of the blast!
do that. And, I hit. Yeah, I hit somebody. Oh, I'm missing somebody. Gotcha. You're up here. Are you kidding me? Seriously? These people are everywhere on this building top. That's a gunner. There's no way I'm getting res there with a gunner. We're actually winning right now, though, so that's cool.
Allied troops
That-
neutralizing objective
that's our
Charlie
tank.
2.
Almost. Oh, I can use my sprint. I should use my sprint.
Overload
I'm never
activated.
gonna make it if I don't use my sprint. Overload mode. Slayer. Sorry. Something about that made me think of Halo, like callouts. Ultra kill. Ultra kill is one of them, right? Sounds right in my head, but might be thinking of a different game.
Objective Delta
Um,
is under attack.
I don't know. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about on the stream today. Probably not though. I think I talked about how Battlefield's beta went really well. Call of Duty might be bad, might be good. I've got mixed feelings on both of those, and I've got different reasons for that. Please consider checking out my video, because I do want to, you know, have people maybe hear out my opinions, and feel free to leave comments about your all's opinions on, like, you know, if you agree, if you disagree, if you have other concerns about the, you know, the game. I'm always interested. I'd love to, you know, I'll always comment back if I can. You know, I'll try to comment on everybody's comments that I can, and you know, talk about it, because I find it interesting to hear like what other people are looking for in Call of Duty, and like, you know, what modes they like, what things they like. And, you know, what about BO7 is interesting you or not interesting you at the moment. And Battlefield. I mean, you can put Battlefield stuff in there too, because I feel like those are pretty interlocked at this point. I feel like a lot of people are, you know, kind of getting away from. What? Okay. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I feel like people are pretty, locked into Battlefield or Call of Duty at this moment, so I think that's gonna,
Allied troops engaging at objective Alpha 2.
be pretty interlocked at this point. So I'm curious to, hear your opinions on either one at this moment, because I'm just interested. I don't really know what all the right answers are yet for
Objective Delta is under attack.
what to do. I'm honestly just kind of sitting with it right now. I really don't know if I'm gonna play Black Ops 7 yet or not.
Sector
I think the only chance that like I for sure might play it, and when I say for sure, I don't mean like this is guaranteed, but like the only reason it's maybe likely that I'll play it is I'll probably stream it. But outside of that, I don't know that I care a whole lot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see more before I,
I'm ready for another
before I
fight.
even for sure do that. Like, I'm gonna wait to see what zombies is. I'm gonna wait to see what, they're saying about multiplayer. I am interested in campaign. I always like playing campaign, and the fact that they're doing this like PvE campaign that seems more live servicey. Honestly, that's something that interests me because I'm more of a PvE person anyway, just inherently. Not that I dislike, like obviously I play Call of Duty for like, the PvP aspect as well. But I like story stuff, I like PvE stuff. I'd always kind of wish there was a DMZ mode where I didn't have to participate in the PvP stuff, because just I found that more fun, just running around and fighting the bots and doing missions. But I mean, I still played DMZ to some extent with the PvP. I just think I would have enjoyed it more had it been PvE, or not even had been PvE, just had a PvE option that you could play if you wanted to. Similar to like how I think isn't that how what's that game called? That game like just totally Tarkov. Isn't that how Tarkov works? I think Tarkov has a PvE mode. I think like maybe you get like slightly less resources or slightly less loot like from it, but like personally that interests me far more than PvE stuff. Like I wouldn't even mind getting less stuff if that's how they have to balance it out, if they don't want me going into PvE and then like rolling into PvP and potentially rolling a bunch of teams. I get that, like that's fine. They can even lock loot, I don't even care. Like you could just have it be like if you earned it from PvE, you can't take it into PvP or something, that's fine. That might be a way they handle it in other games. I don't really know because I don't play a whole lot of extraction games. To be perfectly honest, DMZ is probably the most I've ever played an extraction game. And I know that probably there are people out there that don't even consider DMZ to be fully extraction. Probably because it's not even, it's still a pretty mainstream extraction shooter. I do think I'll probably try out Arc Raiders when it comes out. Just for fun. But, I'm waiting to see when that actually... We have a date for that, don't we? Isn't it in October? Actually, now that I'm saying that out loud. I think we do. Actually, I was getting ready to say I would wait until I see a date, but I think we do actually have a date. I think it's in October. If I'm remembering correctly. That or November. I don't remember. I really don't remember now. Yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful it's good. I can't believe we still haven't heard anything about Marathon. I feel like Marathon, there was all that talk there for a while of like Marathon's dead, Marathon's dead, Marathon's dead. And then they pushed it, back and said that they were, reevaluating it, and like now you hear nothing about it, which I think is even probably worse than people still calling it dead. 'Cause I feel like it's like not even on anybody's radar now. Like there's not even people hating it. Like hating on it, so that's gonna be interesting. I'm really curious to see what they do with that, because I feel like that's gonna be a interesting thing when they finally, decide to bring that back. Let's play train. Oh, that's not what I meant to. Let's play Trainwreck. Oh no, why not? I think these are shorter rounds. I'm gonna play that. But yeah, I don't know. I think this fall is gonna be weird to see how all of this plays out. Plus, everything's trying to get in before Grand Theft Auto comes out, so that they can get their sales, because Grand Theft Auto is probably going to take a good, chunk of that spring at least. And depending on how successful online is, and when it actually comes out, that's going to take some chunks of stuff. So I don't know. I'm very curious to see what all happens with that. I don't really know. Like, for me with Grand Theft Auto, most likely I'm just gonna play the campaign.
I'll take care of everything.
I don't really see me getting into online that much. I didn't really play Grand Theft Auto Online 5, and I know 6 is gonna have more, like, customization. Like, you're gonna be able to, like, create stuff. Like, people are gonna be able to create stuff, and you're gonna be able to play that and all that. I don't know. Maybe I'll eat my words on that. Maybe I'll decide that I really want to play it and really want to, get into all of that. But I just don't see me really doing that. I know, like, I'm sure it's gonna be better this time, but like, I think GTA had pretty big cheater problem online, and like, I remember like the few times I did play GTA Online, because I did technically play it, but I played it so little that it barely counts. But I remember, like, I played with a group of my friends a couple times when I was younger, and we like kind of did a couple things in it, and ultimately we ran into a lot of hackers during it, and like, I think they ended up one time playing without me, and like, a hacker like gave them a ton of XP and stuff. So like, the next time I came in, like, they were like levels ahead of me, and I don't think we played much after that, because I think they like had tons of like money and XP, and like, we unlocked like a ton of stuff, and I think we all just kind of got bored pretty fast with it after that. And then there were times like we could barely move around the lobby because like there were so many things exploding around us and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, unless like, first of all, like, if it's not a hacked, like, crazy hacked thing, maybe I'll play it, and then on top of that, if it's just really good and I really get into it, maybe. But I just don't see me doing that. That's just not really my thing. I kind of like just playing more dev created experiences. I understand why creative is interesting, and I respect people that really get into creative stuff, because I know it's like well made and good work and stuff, but I just, for me personally, don't typically care as much about the creative stuff. I like more of the like dev created experiences. Some of that janky stuff just doesn't work for me. Like, and like, I've played really good creative stuff, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to insult anyone with that comment. Like, I just don't know. Like, something about it not being fully created just doesn't work for me. Kind of, I guess, like how some people don't like the, skins. I just, something about like when things are made, but they're not made perfectly. I just, something about that bothers me. And not even perfectly, because like, I don't even think games are perfect, like, when they're made by developers, but I don't know, when things are like forced to work a certain way, and the engine just isn't fully there. I guess that's kind of why, like, if I've played, and I don't typically do this either, but like, let's use this as an example. If I played like Fortnite's running off of like Epic's engine, so I feel like they've kind of slowly over time been able to like make that work a little bit better and make things a little more seamless. But then like with other people's engines, I think sometimes that's harder when it comes to creative. So I don't know. And again, I don't play a lot of Fortnite's creative stuff either, but I guess like, I guess I just kind of see the value in that a little bit more because it's Epic's engine, and I guess creatives can do a little bit more interesting stuff with it, but I mean, it's still kind of not perfect, even when it comes to that. But yeah. I don't know, a lot of games are going to be dodging Grand Theft Auto, and I mean, I think it's probably wise. It'll probably do pretty well. I don't know how much it'll actually end up selling and all of that, but Grand Theft Auto is just gonna get kind of a base amount of people anyway. It's that way and see if we can do anything. Yeah, did manage to hit something. Man, I crazy. Hit something.
Allied forces are attacking objective Bravo 2.
Long shot. Is that considered a long shot? Come on, people keep shooting. If we were shooting with me, we could have gotten those people.
Medic! I'm here!
Yeah, I also wondered if Black Ops 7, which part of me like doesn't believe this too, because I just don't think that they would do this entirely, but like part of me wonders if this was already a weak entry, if they knew that there was already some controversies that were going to be around it because of some stuff that was going on, and if they're just rolling with it. Like, Grand Theft Auto's coming out next year, this is probably going to be a down year at times anyway. Let's just roll it out, get as many sales as we can. When Modern Warfare 4 comes out, it's gonna do well because it's Modern Warfare for some reason. Modern Warfare sells. I don't really know what it is about Modern Warfare, but they sell some games each year.
Cover your ears!
They come out.
Thunder's coming!
Oh, come on. But yeah, Modern Warfare games, I don't get it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like Modern Combat, fine. Man, Modern Warfare's, they sell for some reason. Like, they get good sales, and like I think I've always just been a little bit more of a Treyarch person. I've always kind of liked the more arcadey feel. I've liked the more, interesting stories, in my opinion. And not to say like I don't, because like I would actually argue that while I do feel that way about Treyarch, like my first Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite campaign probably. But even saying that, like but even saying that, like I'll pull them. Even saying that like the Treyarch stuff more. Like, I still like the Modern Warfare games. I just am always surprised at how much better they do than Treyarch's games. Which I get. Like, I guess Treyarch games are weirder. They do more mind stuff and espionage stuff and things like that. But like, that's just stuff that interests me more anyway. Like, as much as I like Modern Warfare 2 and I like the Modern Warfare series, I guess I can only kind of get like, we're really cool soldiers so many times before I'm like, well yeah, but you gotta kind of tell a story too. Like the soldier stuff's interesting, but also stories are cool. I don't know. Yeah. I'm hopeful that the story of Black Ops 7 is good. I am fearful-ish of how they're telling it. I go into that in my video, so I guess I won't say too much about that, but I am hesitant on what they're doing. I will leave it at that, I guess, but yeah, I'd love a good story. I felt like Black Ops 6 had a for the most part, good story. I felt like it got a little muddied in the end. I think, like, I was kind of hoping for more of a revelation to some stuff there. I don't really feel like I fully understand why the person who was the bad guy was the bad guy at the end. Like I get it, don't get me wrong, but like it just seems like there's a lot there to unpack that they don't really unpack. And like, while the mind stuff is cool in that game, I also don't feel like I fully understand why the mind stuff was fully necessary.
The key objective
I think I prefer Cold War story, and I definitely prefer like Black Ops 1 story and probably 2 story to it. I think you can make an argument that it might be better than 3 story. But 3 story is still trying to be like interesting and do interesting stuff, so I mean on the right day maybe I would even argue 3's is better than 6's. I don't know. Something about Battlefield 6, I did not love that game for the most part. Like I pretty much got out of multiplayer pretty fast. I didn't love the campaign, and then like zombies I've played like very little of this year. Start shooting me. A lot of people up there. Yeah. Come around the corner. Alright, yeah, where should we go?
Clear the area!
But yeah, I just hope Black Ops 7 impresses me more story-wise. I think stuff like that PvE is really gonna kind of carry that for me too, because that gives me a way to like, you know, get XP, get camos, do some stuff outside of multiplayer. Because sometimes like after you played enough multiplayer and you played enough stuff, like that's why I've always kind of like zombies. Is like I can just, you know, not play multiplayer for a few minutes because I feel like multiplayer can get, especially anymore with like, you know, skill based and certain things that they want you to do with multiplayer. Sometimes you just need a break from it, and like I've said, like a PvE mode in Call of Duty is like perfect for me. Like that's just kind of what I prefer in gaming typically anyway. So having something that I can actually like get intel, get maybe some cool stories. I'm kind of hoping maybe they update those throughout the year to kind of continue the Black Ops 7 story. That would be pretty neat. I'm hoping it's successful enough that they can do that. Because like for me, that's gonna be a pretty cool thing. Because I would like to see the story actually get updated. That's something that I feel like Black Ops 6 also really missed out on, was giving us more story. Yeah. So I'm hopeful. That we get some more story out of this game than we did with Black Ops 6. Like even the you know, like the seasons didn't give us that much story. Like we got like chunks, but like even compared to like I feel like Cold War, which like a lot of people at the time were like, man, these are great, but we'd like to see more story. I think they gave us more story at times than Black Ops 6 did, and I think that's pretty bad. You know, I'm disappointed that we didn't get more out of Black Ops 6 ultimately.
Secure our last sector.
And like I haven't really been playing zombies, but I've kind of kept up with like the general like sentiment around zombies, and like hearing people say like it's been a good year for zombies in the sense of like gameplay and maps and stuff, but like when it's come to like story, I know people have been pretty disappointed in the story that, you know, Black Ops 6 Zombies has had. So that's pretty disappointing for the people that were really, you know, excited about Black Ops 6 zombies. I don't know. I just think that there's a lot there. I'm curious to see what Battlefield's going on. I actually just saw that some people were tweeting about, yeah, apparently, I guess, Battlefield's making some changes to movement now after the beta. I haven't seen like what the actual changes to the movement are. I don't know if they're speeding stuff up or slowing stuff down. I thought Battlefield, for the most part, felt pretty good. So honestly, I talked about in my Battlefield video. I have a Battlefield video up too. I should have said that. I have a Battlefield video. You can watch it as well. And it was just like me talking about some of the stuff that I did. I think I talked mostly about stuff I didn't like in that video. But that was mainly because, like, I feel like ultimately Battlefield felt pretty good overall. So I was just kind of talking about like some of the stuff I didn't like about it. But yeah, Battlefield, in that video, I really talked about how, like, the only thing I felt that I didn't like were, like, kind of the maps, and I use that term loosely, or not term, but, like, I use saying that loosely, because it's not so much that I didn't like the maps, but I just felt like there were some, like, issues that I had, and, like, one was that Summit map that's not called Summit, but I cannot remember the name of it. It's like a mountain. And that level, I just felt like that one area where you walk down from the, that cliffside basically, where there's like a point and then you head towards C. I think there's a C point. Like, I think that's the other point. But for that C point, I just thought that it was kind of, thought it was just kind of hard to move from that point to that point, and like I just thought, like, kind of similar to how in 2042 they kind of added some cover between places. I just wonder if there needs to be like a little bit of cover or a trench there to kind of, you know, allow for us to move through there a little bit better. But I don't know.
I'm ready for another
Oh,
fight.
my screen. There we go. Oh hey, you got rest. Yeah, I'm kind of hopeful that maybe they add a little bit of cover to that area. I don't think it needs to be like a lot. I just think like a little bit there might benefit some movement there. Because I really felt like if there was a tank there, or if there were a lot of people there and you were trying to kind of make a play, it was like really hard to make a play there. There was just really nowhere for you. Like, there are a few rocks out that way, but I don't feel like those rocks are enough cover. I don't know. I've wondered if they need to add a trench there, or if they need to add, you know, at least something that you can at least try to make some kind of strategic thing. Again, I don't think they need to, like, completely, like, make cover everywhere or anything. I just wondered if, like, one addition there of some sort would be good. Man, we are not doing well in this round. I'm like shocked that we're still like the fact that we've lost so much ground here, but we've also not really lost many lives, it doesn't seem like.
Really close one.
Hoping that would do more. Are you kidding me? I may have to call this before this round is over, because I gotta get going in a minute. I really didn't think this round would take this long. Are you kidding me? They can get me up, that'd be cool. I'd really like to use this weapon against them. I'm gonna have to just spawn back in and try to do it.
Secure our last sector.
Go ahead and use this.
Whatever it takes.
I don't know if this is really gonna do anything at this point, but try to.
Grab grenade.
I think I just launched it back. You're like all
Allied
over
forces
that.
are taking objective Charlie 1. Reinforce fire support.
Like, cannot make progress here. What's going on? Oh, okay. Sorry, I got a text. I didn't know what that was about at first. Alright, here. Let's see.
Grenade on the way!
We have dumped the critical objective. Roger that.
What is going on?
Barrage incoming.
I'm getting smoked on this.
Strategic beacon.
Alright, I may have to call this early. I'm sorry, everybody. I really thought this round would go faster. Yeah, I gotta go get to work on some stuff. So, thank you all for watching. I will be back on tomorrow, probably in the morning streaming. I might make another video depending on how well my videos are doing today. Outside of that, I don't think there's much. Thank you all for listening to me ramble about, state of games right now and watching me play a little bit of this. Hopefully my gameplay hasn't been too bad on this, even though I know it has. I'm not doing very well on Delta Force. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please consider following this, my Twitch channel if you've enjoyed listening to me or enjoyed watching my gameplay at all. Consider watching those videos that I mentioned on my Twitch channel, which is Zombie Soundwave.
Roger that.
And
Artillery barrage
yeah, consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. All of that stuff really helps if you think I, deserved it with the videos. And I will see you all in the next one. All right, peace out, everybody.